What's going on, guys? Ryan from Northwest Strings. Just thought I'd throw up a video before I throw up the Ned Karate video, which goes up, I want to say around 2 p.m. my time. So Pacific time, that's probably 3. Mountain time, that's going to be 5 or 4. No, and then 3 and 4 hours ahead. So Eastern time, that's going to be like 6 o'clock. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys know that Ned Karate replica is still going up. I've just been putting the final touches on it. Still working on it right now as we speak. So that's going up. Just wanted to throw up a quick video before talking about why I use traditional pockets and whatnot. Oh, that's not good. Basically, and we're going to throw up a disclaimer here. I did put this Clutch X up for trade, and then I looked at it the other day, and I was like, you know what? Joe from Throwing a String put a really sick traditional pocket in it. I want to see if I can put a sick traditional pocket in a Clutch. His was in a Clutch Elite, I believe. Mine's in a Clutch X, but the clutches are all pretty similar in their sidewall design and scoop design and all that stuff. So I didn't think it would make much of a difference. And honestly, I've fallen in love with this thing. So the Clutch X is not for trade anymore. Sorry for the confusion, but I just fell in love with this thing. And the reason I'm making this video is to talk about why I use traditional pockets instead of mesh pockets like most people. And the thing is I do use mesh pockets, I just don't use them as much as I use a traditional. Traditional is always the go-to when we're shooting around, just messing around, hanging out, playing pickup. And then I use mesh pockets when I really just want to like fully 100% mess around. And that's just because I can string a really obnoxious mesh pocket that will never let the ball go, and it will hold the ball, and it'll have a lot of whip and a lot of hold, and I can just do obscene things with it, and it's a lot of fun. So I don't necessarily like mesh pockets that much. There's very few patterns that I've found with mesh that I actually like, and if I have I do it all the time with my mesh pockets. I restring them way too often. I find something I like, and then one day I want to try something different, so I restring the whole thing, and then I want to do something different, so I restring it again, and it's just a lot of work, and it really puts a strain on my fingers, and it wastes a lot of string sometimes because I have to keep cutting different lengths and whatnot. So, traditional pockets are really just my way of not restringing sticks so much. And I really like the feel because it'll give me a chance to have a low pocket and a mid pocket and a high pocket all in one, just because they shift around a lot. And I just love the feel of the traditional. It's soft, but not like soft mesh, if that makes sense. Soft mesh is kind of just baggy and just whips out a lot. Traditionals don't really whip out that much, I've found at least. Especially if you're using thrown leather like I have in this. Thrown leather is the truth. If you haven't tried thrown leather, definitely recommend it. Joe and all of them at Throwing a String, they do an amazing job producing the best products. And let's get into the pocket a little bit. This is a 7-diamond, 1-string classic traditional. I did 7 diamonds this time just because when I string a 6-diamond, no matter what I do, my diamonds always seem to be lopsided. I try and keep everything an inch apart, and they always tend to be lopsided, and some diamonds are bigger than the others, and it really kind of makes me mad because, I want it to be pretty even, so to be consistent. And then, so I decided to throw an extra diamond in there just to see what it did, and it made everything pretty even and symmetrical, so I like that a lot. And the only thing is these right here, these 2 bottom diamonds. I made the holes a little too far down, so they're a little bigger than the others. But I kind of like that because when I cradle one-handed, that gives them a bigger surface to sit, the ball, a wider, bigger diamond to sit in, so that it'll just sit in there and hold, which I find to be very helpful. Again, that's just preference. If you don't think has any substance behind it, that's fine. I've tested it. It works for me. and this is the first time I haven't put a nylon in my traditional, and I've just done 3 straight, and honestly, I like it a lot more. Even though I do like the snap that you get with a nylon, the 3 straights gives it a really smooth, really consistent release, and I can pull shooters a lot tighter than I can pull my nylons. For some reason, my nylons just never stay as tight as they are when I just string them, so I get like 3 or 4 good shots off, a couple good passes off before the nylon starts to loosen, and then it just starts completely. Alright guys, my camera keeps shutting off. Sorry about that, but basically what I'm saying is the traditional has an unmatched feel. The nylon, I don't put a nylon in it just because, well, now I don't, just because like the nylon will never stay tight. I'll get like 3 or 4 good shots off, a couple good passes, and then it'll start to loosen, which I don't really like, and then the shooters just stay tight all the time, and they just give an accurate, consistent release with no whip, and it's smooth. And you know, that's pretty much all I have to say, but the main reasons I use a traditional is just the unmatched soft feel, but it's not too soft. It's just kind of like a solid ball sits in one spot feel, and then you get unmatched versatility. You get low pockets, mid pockets, and high pockets out of any pocket you string. It'll shift all around. It's incredible. And you clutch, any of the clutch heads, I've pretty much figured out that they are probably some of the best heads to put a traditional in. The clutch and the Superpower are my 2 favorite heads to put a traditional in. I wasn't a big fan of it in the Evo 4. It just kind of felt awkward. But you know, it takes traditional well. It just didn't feel right to me to have one in there. But that's just me. That's my opinion. You feel free to disagree all you want. So right now I'm going to stick to putting traditionals in clutches and Superpowers. And if you haven't tried a traditional yet, I strongly encourage you to get one strung by either me or someone else who knows what they're doing, because I guarantee you'll never go back to mesh. Alright, that's all I have for you guys. The Nick Karate video is going to go up in about 2 hours, so look out for that. And if you want me to string you a traditional, get in contact with me. I'll put my kick, email, you know, in the description. You can always comment on this video. Message me on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. I'll put all that in the description. And I guess that's all I got. So you guys have a nice day.